Getting ready to go outside because we got snow. Let's go to the front door because it's a little bright. Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, January 4th. Still feels like Christmas. I wish we would have got snow for Christmas. Ooh, it's so bright out and it's freezing. Ooh.
You don't put your knees on it.
We got snow.
I'm going.
Oh, it's so cold.
Back here.
Look at that they made. Okay, let's get ready to go outside. So production getting ready to go outside. I mean, clearly we don't ever get snow here in North Carolina. So we found these boots at Burlington Coat Factory, and they're gender neutral. It's not like they have hearts and things on them, but we luckily found a snowsuit and boots for Paisley. We had one for Avery from when Paisley was a baby. Someone had given that to us, but we never experienced snow with Paisley, so she never got to wear it. So luckily Avery gets to wear it. But it's funny because they hear it's going to snow in the Carolinas, and bread, milk, and any snow gear goes flying off the shelves. Wow. Look at this. We're all ready. We're in the snow. Kids are out sledding. Happy New Year, people.
The crazy.
Look at those gloves, Paige. Whoa. Are you making the trek through the woods? Ooh. Paisley's enjoying this. Wow. To the backyard she goes. Oh, those are Avery's screams. What are you doing, Paige? Did you just make that trail? She's looking at the little foot trail she just made. Ooh.
Mimi. Hello. Hello.
Too bad we didn't buy a sled. I guess because nobody really thought it was going to snow, but we should know. When they say it's going to snow here, it usually is. But, oh, if that pool back there wasn't so gross, we could use that. Ooh. Oh. Snow in North Carolina. Crazy. This is the, I think, 4th snow I've experienced since I've lived here. The first snow was in 2013/early 2014. We had just gotten married and the power went out. It was freezing. And then the following year, I was pregnant with Paige. It snowed a lot that year, like December, January, February. As a matter of fact, on my due date with Paisley, it was a horrible snowstorm. And then, or maybe that's only 3, I don't know, but it doesn't snow often, clearly, in North Carolina. Everything shuts down because we don't have the proper equipment, like plows and salt trucks and all that stuff. But so everything shuts down. So everything shut down today. All of Fort Bragg is shut down. Ooh, that wind. Where are we going? You gonna go down a little park? Okay, that's still a street. Ooh, here comes a cloud to save us. Just kidding. Look at that, Paige. Look. It's moving the snow. Wow. I think everything's frozen over, Paige. We can't really play in here today. I don't think it's too safe. Oh, brr. This is crazy weather everywhere. This is so good. This is some homemade chili that I made specifically because of the cold weather outside, and it's so tasty. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So happy new year. It is 2018 and I cannot believe we're already here already. Gosh, where did 2017 go? But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and update you guys because I realized I've been vlogging and showing you this and that, and I haven't really sat down to just kind of update everyone on, you know, what's going on with us. So with that said, let's just get right into it. So now that the new year's here, we are prepping for some major changes within our family this year. I've known about this for almost a year now. We found out last March, but we are moving. So we will not be here at Fort Bragg much longer. We're going to be moving in June, which makes me so sad because I don't know, I'm very nostalgic and I feel like I'm attached to places, and I love being able to just know, oh, my daughters were born here at this hospital and I can just visit anytime, or, you know, something like that. So I'm very nostalgic in that sense. I connect with a place, and Fort Bragg is my first home that I really made other than, you know, Northern Virginia, because that's where I'm from. I'm from Washington, D.C. So I've always lived in Northern Virginia my entire life, the Washington, D.C. area. And when I met and married my husband, I moved here to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And this is the first duty station that I have experience with as a military spouse. So we've been here since 2012, 2013. And well, he was here before. I just officially moved down here in August of 2013. So I've been here for almost 5 years now. I've made it a home. This is where we, you know, laid our foundation for our family. We got married and we, you know, had a home that we own, and, you know, we brought our first daughter home, and we just shared so many memories and experiences and joys. And Fort Bragg is a place where I can truly call home. So I am going to miss it tremendously when we leave. And I pray the Army does bring us back here. But my husband did get promoted last year in the latter part of 2016, just a month before Avery was born. And he's an officer, so he got promoted from major to lieutenant colonel. So which means he was selected for command. So he's going to command a battalion. And you kind of get a choice. If you're familiar with the military, if any of you are military, you know exactly what, you know, I'm talking about. But if you don't, I'm just going to try to give you a brief overview in the best words that I can find. So when you PCS, it's a term, PCS, which means just permanent change of station, which means your change of duty station. So if you were stationed here at Fort Bragg and you got orders to go to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, you are PCSing to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. So on our list, we selected all kinds of, you know, our options where we wanted to go. I think first on the list, I'm not sure exactly what was first, but among the first 10 were Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, Hawaii, Tampa, I think San Antonio might have been on there. You know, the list goes on. And towards the end of the list, it was overseas. And I think Korea was on there, kind of next to last. So when we got word last March of where we're going, I was completely shocked to find out, yes, you do get choices, and the Army will, I guess, maybe try to accommodate those choices as best they can, but not always. So, which we found out because we are moving to Korea. Now, like I said, I've known about this since March of 2017. So almost a year now, but we are scheduled to move in June of this year, June of 2018. So the beginning of June, we're out of here. And I have mixed feelings. I was definitely wanted that experience, that military experience of moving and adventure and starting a new life and making a home somewhere else, because, you know, I'm an extrovert. I make friends easily. I just kind of immerse myself into the community, and I love community living. So I'm excited to live on post over in Korea, because I feel like it's going to be a sense of community. Like here I live on military housing. It's not main post, but it still feels that sense of community to me. And I love that feeling. And it's just that wholesome, great community environment that I want to raise my kids in. and we're active. I love to be outside and just do so many activities with my kids. Just everything they love, and I love it. It creates a healthy environment and a healthy upbringing for your kids, but for you too, and fond memories. Sorry if I'm rambling. My thoughts are all over the place. So with that said, we're scheduled to move. We don't have an exact date yet. We will as time marches on. But so for those of you who are new to my channel, or for those of you who just may have missed it, my oldest daughter, Paisley, who is 2, almost 3, she'll be 3 next month on the 27th. She is autistic. She was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder back in August of 2017, so just a few months ago. So every day she has ABA therapy, applied behavioral analysis, where her therapist comes and helps her just, learn behaviors, because certain behaviors of a typical child, they don't really pick up on. Autistic children just don't want to do that. Their brain functions in a different way. So they have behavioral therapy where they're, taught to try to kind of go with the flow, you know what I mean? So to speak, not exactly that, but anyway, so it's been a very busy year, end of 2017 for us, with Paisley's diagnosis, and now we have therapy every day, and we have a ton of appointments. So I'm just always busy, and as a matter of fact, I got a planner because I have to write out everything that happens every day. So with that said, anytime you are looking at a change of duty station, or anytime you have something within your family that is not typical of someone, you are considered a special needs family. So you're going to be entered into what's called the Exceptional Family Member Program, and that's what's EFMP is. And so since Paisley's diagnosis, we've registered our family with EFMP because we have exceptional needs, considering Paisley, that need to be met. So anytime you register with that program, you're looked at. So now we're going to have a screening appointment. We actually have it tomorrow, which is Wednesday. No, yeah. Is tomorrow Wednesday? Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday. Sorry, guys. The days have been crazy. We got snow here, and so kids were out of school for days on end, and everything shuts down because, well, we're the South, and it doesn't snow, so we don't have the equipment to deal with the snow. So today, kids went back to school finally. Today's Tuesday, and today, go figure, it's 70 degrees outside. Almost, not quite. It's 62, and I checked that. That was noon. My car said it was 62. Last week, just yesterday, was 7 degrees. That's how the South goes though. But anyway, back to EFMP. So our entire family is registered with the Exceptional Family Member Program. So we have a screening. They're going to look at us. They're going to look at the needs of our family. And when they screen your family, they screen the entire family, not just Paisley. They know of her diagnosis, and it's, it's in there. They're aware of it, but they look at everyone. They want medical history, so if I had anything wrong with me, they would need to know that to make sure they can accommodate me and my family wherever we go. So with that said, what EFMP is for is to make sure we have the accommodations that Paisley needs to help her thrive and help what's best for our family and to help our family thrive. So we're going to have a screening tomorrow, and make sure that Korea has all of the necessary programs and tools to be able, for Paisley to be able to thrive and get what she needs. And being, a special needs family, they have to provide programs and learning environments and everything that Paisley needs. So they have to have the therapy. So we're going to be screened, and it might take a little bit, maybe a month, and if all comes back well, we're going to continue with our plans to Korea. If not, we've got a couple of options. One of them being that they could say, because my husband is commanding a battalion, they could say that he's going to go unaccompanied, which means we would stay here in this house, and he would go to Korea for 2 years, and we would live here for 2 years, and he would be over there for 2 years. The Army doesn't like to split families up like that, so I don't know how this is going to go. I really don't. That is their absolute last resort. another option is they will shuffle us around and maybe pull this guy from over here that was going to command this battalion and say, hey, we need you to swap. And so we could be sent to wherever, San Antonio, or, you know, I'm just using that for reference. And then that guy will go to Korea. So that's another option. Or they may say, okay, just stay put for another year, stay at the same job. Or you can transfer over here. You know, that you never know. So we may stay here. But as of right now, we are scheduled to move to Korea. There is a base in Korea, Camp Humphreys. It is the largest military installation, I believe, out in the world. I want to say in the world. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure when I did my research on Camp Humphreys, it is the largest military installation. So everyone that there is an army base over in Seoul, South Korea, which is Yongsan, but they gave Yongsan back to the Republic of Korea and transferring everyone to Camp Humphreys in Pyeongtaek, which is about 40 minutes from Seoul. So it's kind of like saying New York City and Jersey, or, you know, or going Philadelphia or something like that. So I honestly, at first, my first reaction last year was like, I'm not going. I don't want to go. I want to stay right here. That was nowhere on my list because it wasn't planned. I'm a planner, and if things don't go according to plan, I freak out. So I've had plenty of time to process this, and I'm actually really excited about it. It's going to be an adventure. I'm already in my head planning, and like there's going to be so many great things to do. I've researched the city of Pyeongtaek, of Seoul. I mean, I can just, honestly, I look at it as an adventure. It's only 2 years, and how quickly does 2 years go by? I mean, we just saw how quickly 2017 flew by. So 2 years is nothing. But in that 2 years, I can just see the world, honestly. Like, when could I ever do that again? And when could I ever say, hey, let's go see the Great Wall of China this weekend, or let's go on over to Disney World in Hong Kong, or Disney World in Okinawa, Japan. So it's going to be a really fun experience. I'm looking forward to. So that is our big news for 2018. We are moving to Korea. Now I'm getting a little bit anxiety because I hate moving. I hate moving. I hate packing. Now the military, as you know, if you do get a PCS, permanent change of station, the military does pay for you to move. They're going to pay for packers to come pack up your house, and they're going to pay for movers to come move your stuff. Now I've got anxiety because I've never done a move, but I have to do the first time overseas. So it's not just like, oh, we're packing up to move to Kansas. No, we're packing up to move overseas, which is stressful because I did learn a few tips from friends that have PCS'd, and they've taught me the tricks of trade. Like, the first thing you can do to help yourself along is to purge your house of those items that you don't need, that you're not using. Just get rid of stuff, sell it, donate it, give it away. So that's the first order of business. I have 6 months until we move, so I need to start now. It's freaking me out because I feel like I should have started like a couple of months ago. And, you know, as we do that, like certain things I want to pack up myself, like valuables. So I'm going to pack up valuables, but you also want to organize, because the packers, they're not going to come in and organize anything. They're just going to pack it as they see it. They're going to take this drawer, pack it, take this drawer of your dresser, pack it. So as much as you can stay organized, it's going to help make your transition so much better. And this is going to be more difficult because not only are they going to pack up our house, but they're going to pack up our house to ship overseas. So it literally gets put on a ship. They take your entire house, put it in a container. I don't know how this works, but so to speak, a container, like a big storage, like huge container, and put it in a crate and ship it. And so that means our car gets shipped to, the Army pays for one car to get shipped. So of course we're going to take our van. I mean, what are we going to do with a sedan? Which means we're going to be without a car. So no matter how you look at it, we're going to be without a car on either end. So I would rather do without on this end, being here and have everything when we get there, because it's important to have things when you get there, when you move, because you're going to want to go to the store, you know, all that stuff, activities. So I want my car right away, and I want my items right away. So, and of course, they have, you know, our officer housing and other housing will have, you know, furniture, and, you know, until your stuff gets there. So, I think it's at least expecting like at least 60 days before your stuff gets there or something like that. So we're going to send our stuff ahead of time, send our van ahead of time. And I don't know how that's going to pan out. Like, do we stay in this house with nothing in it? Because essentially once everything is packed up and shipped, I'm going to be left with a few suitcases and like a very few toys. And that's what's going to get us through, you know, a month or two. So I have a lot of organizing to do. I have a lot of, just packing and planning and prepping to do, but it's, I will keep you guys updated as I do everything, every step of the way. This is an exciting adventure. We're super excited, but I'll definitely let you know once we find out for sure we're going to Korea. But I'm excited about it, and I will be continuing my channel. I will not stop, so you guys will get to see what life is like living in Korea. So that's the big news. Sorry this took so long. Sorry I was just chatty today. I had a lot to say. I have coffee right here and didn't even take a sip yet. So I just thought we'd sit down and have a little chat since I haven't updated you guys. But Paisley is doing great. Her therapy is working wonders for her. She's learning. With autistic children, they have a little bit of a delay, and she's coming along so incredibly. Like, she, even with her speech and her understanding and, you know, behaviors before where she would never sit at the table to eat. Now she automatically goes to sit at the table, and she knows she has to sit there for meals and snacks. Things like that. She knows she can't just run in the street. She has to wait, and that's something we're still working on, is waiting, being patient and waiting. So there's lots of things. But it's been amazing, and I'm going to be so sad to lose our therapist because we're leaving, so we won't have her anymore. But so it's been a good thing. Our family is just, we're just so excited for what the future holds. I mean, the possibilities are endless. This is going to be an experience of a lifetime, and we'll come back in 2 years. I don't know where we'll be, but we'll come back and just continue on the journey, whether it's back here at Fort Bragg or at another duty station. I'm just really looking forward to whatever is in store for us. So again, sorry so long and chatty, guys, but thank you for bearing with me, and thank you again for joining me on our adventures. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Stay tuned. I've got a couple of fun things in the works coming up, so you won't want to miss that. So definitely, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to like this. And if you guys want to see anything specific, just leave me a comment below in the drop box, and I will make sure I oblige in your requests. But thank you again for joining me, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.